Music artists been manipulating the Spotify algorithm, and independent artists like us gotta take advantage. Now in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down 2 ways that you can go ahead and manipulate the Spotify algorithm to go ahead and get your streams up and your monthly listeners up. What's good? It's time to ride with TR Mentality, man. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all own y'all own shit. Now, we all know how as an independent artist, one of the hardest things to do is to go ahead and get your music heard by people who actually could become a fan of you. And obviously, if you starting out, you really ain't got no marketing knowledge or none of that. You just know I need to make good music so that people can like it when they hear it. But like we said, how do you get people to hear it? So make sure y'all stay locked in for the entire video, because I'm gonna be talking about my favorite method on getting your streams up and your monthly listeners up towards the end of the video. So the very first way to go ahead and get your streams up and your monthly listeners up and get your music heard by people that ain't heard it before is Spotify playlist. And y'all probably wondering, how can you get on Spotify playlist? And I'm not talking about your friend playlist that got 5 followers. I'm talking about these bigger, independently owned Spotify playlists that you can get into for free, and you ain't gotta have a lot of streams already. Now, the way you go about finding these playlists, the best way to do it is on the computer, but I'm gonna show y'all on my phone for this example, is by opening up the Spotify app and just going ahead and searching up any playlist that fits your vibe. So if you a melodic artist, you'll just type in like melodic rap or all that, whatever you want to type in. So I'm gonna type in melodic rap for this example. Now, when you do that, you want to go ahead and single out the playlist category when you do this. And then when you do that, you just want to go ahead and click on any of these playlists, and you're going to look at their name, and I'm going to show you exactly how. So this is a perfect example right here. So you see how the owner of this playlist, his name is Henry Gomez. So he has his first and his last name, and he got a profile picture. Now, most likely that means that he has a Spotify account tied to his Facebook. So then you could go ahead and send him a message. Now, for me personally, I probably wouldn't use this one because it only has 11 followers. But then what you would do is you would go ahead and look at his profile picture, and then you would go to Facebook and type in Henry Gomez, and you would just look through the Facebook search and see whose profile picture matches this person's profile picture on Spotify. And then when you do that, you want to go ahead and send them a message. Now, I'm gonna use an example of a message that I sent. Y'all could go ahead and take this exact message if y'all want, but this is the message that I would send out to playlisters whenever I would go ahead and send a message to them trying to get onto their playlist. So I would go ahead and I would just give my name, and I would just go ahead and talk about the actual playlist that I found, so they know exactly what I'm talking about whenever I hit them up, because most people got multiple playlists. Now, you can offer anything you want to offer to them. Me personally, I offered a shout out, and some people gonna come back to you and they gonna ask for money, and if you feel like it's worth it, you can do your research to see if their playlist is actually real, because a lot of people playlist is fake and they use bots in there, and it's just a waste of money. And those seem like the main people that charge. But the people who really just got a genuine playlist, they typically let you in there for free. But me personally, I just would go ahead and I would tell people I'll give you a shout out on my Instagram, and a lot of people was cool with that. So you see they was down, they went ahead and added my song to the playlist, and all I had to do is give them an Instagram story shout out, and they put me on the playlist. But with that being said, one of the biggest things about Spotify playlisting right now is that the labels is starting to get them in the chokehold. And I talked about this in one of my recent videos. The labels understand how important this Spotify playlisting is to go ahead and get into the algorithm, start boosting their signed artists so that they can get their numbers up. So y'all can see in this message right here that this guy right here said that he accepting submissions, but all the spots is taken up because he worked with a lot of agencies and labels. So that let me know that they going ahead and they spending the bag to go ahead and get their artists prioritized so that they could go ahead and get onto these playlists, and independent artists don't really get that much of a chance. It's still worth a shot if you down to put that work in and actually send the messages out, but just know that that window closing up every single day. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into the second way to go ahead and manipulate the Spotify algorithm to get your streams up, and that's by using Facebook ads. Now, obviously with this option, you definitely got to spend some money, but it all depends on your budget and whatever you trying to spend. Now, it's a lot of videos that you can go ahead and watch to learn more about Facebook ads, but basically when you running an ad for your music, you basically make a story size video that's just basically your artwork and your favorite part of the song, or your music video and your favorite part of the song, and then one of those feed size videos that's going to be your favorite part of the song and the video or the artwork, whatever you want to do. And you're going to be running conversion ads on Facebook. So you could go ahead and look that information up, conversion ads, exactly how to run it. We ain't going to go too deep on that in this video, but I'm going to show y'all an example of my single called Love Letter, which I ran Facebook ads on. And here go the graph on the screen. So y'all can see that this song dropped February 14th, 2021. And you can see from the day it dropped, I started running ads. I probably ran it for like $10 a day, and I probably only spent like $100 total on this campaign. And you can see that this song has 10,000 streams all time. So you can see that in the first couple days it was starting to go up because it just dropped, so we was getting that first couple day rush. And then you see that huge spike because at that point Spotify picked it up in the algorithm, added it to the release radar that shows across anybody's release radar. And we ended up getting 480 streams in that one day, and it just kept going. And of course it dropped down, but it was still doing a very organic growth over that entire week. And then when I stopped running the the ad, it still was doing a very organic, slow, steady growth. But one of the downfalls I talk about with running ads is, yes, you get the engagement, you get the saves on your songs, you get the playlist ads, you get the streams, you get the monthly listeners, and you get some followers. But what I found is that you end up spending more money than it's really worth. And also, I just felt like it wasn't really building a fan base in the way that it should. It was just getting the streams and a couple followers here and there, and the monthly listeners was going up. So it was cool for the excitement, unless you got a lot of money to really pump into it to continue to run ads on every song that you're going to drop consistently and spend thousands of dollars. I felt like it didn't really make a lot of sense. But this is exactly how artists are manipulating the Spotify algorithm, and how independent artists like us can go ahead and take advantage of that as well. And if you're an independent artist looking to take full control of your music career, make sure you go ahead and click the link down below in the description to go ahead and download my free ebook on how to build a home studio. I'm gonna be breaking down all the equipment you need, the mentality shift to go ahead and start recording your own music at home, and how you can avoid wasting all the time and money that I had to waste when I first started building a home studio. And also, when you build your home studio and you ain't trying to put in all that time learning how to mix and master your own music, you can also click the link down below in the description to go ahead and get my vocal recording templates for 85% off at only $9.99. So y'all can go ahead and grab that while the sale lasts. And with that being said, make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on the video, and make sure you leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm out of here, man. I've been independent, I was never sold. When I was stuck in the cold, ain't nobody check up on me, make sure I was never lonely. See a nigga get into the cheese, now they pre. Now they wonder why not one nigga with me up in the tree. Used to only put $5 in the tank every month. Now that's auto fill the jet, we in Bahamas every